Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today's Sunday, September 8th, 2024. All right, I got action for you today. All right, I need you to like, subscribe, leave comments, share this video, and also hit that notification bell, all right? Because I gotta go. I gotta get right into it. Let's see, I've got 3 picks for you on Sunday, 3 games, 4 props, and I even got the Monday night game for you today. In fact, so you don't have to come back and watch the whole video again, I've got the Monday night game for you first. The Monday night game for you first. And that is the Jets, New York Jets, going they West Coasting, going all the way out to the Bay area, San Francisco, to take on the 49ers. Okay, consensus best team in the NFC Super Bowl representative. Yeah, the San Fran 49ers. Okay. Let's just be honest. First of all, you go out west like that, there's that thing, you're not at home, the jet lag of, 4-hour flight from New York to the West Coast. You got all that going on and just, time change and all that kind of stuff. But aside from that, you have a New York Jets team that don't like their quarterback. And that's kind of fucked up. College football, even high school on some level, especially if he's a star, because he is if he's the high school quarterback. If the players don't like their quarterback, that's going to be a problem. And the Jets don't like Aaron Rodgers. They don't like his political stances, his rants. He misses training camp. He's given too much of a star treatment, even though they've got heat. Top 2-3 corner in the league, Sauce Gardner, he played college ball right here in the Republic of Cincinnati. All right. They got D-line heat, Big Boy Williams, and his brother, the Williams guys. I don't know if they're brothers, but they got heat. What's his name? Quinn or something like that. They've got heat on that squad. Decent receivers. Aaron Rodgers. Receivers that Aaron Rodgers. What is he, a 5-time MVP, some shit like that? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them, but they signed him, and they got to deal with him, and they got to deal with the Niners. Just re-signed Brandon Ayuk. They just re-signed Brandon Ayuk recently this summer. Don't forget they got Debo, C-Mac. Your quarterback. They try to say whether he's good, whether he's elite or not, and he is. I don't know if he is or not. I don't know that. But I know with this team, he's damn good. This is a squad. Okay, San Fran. Kyle Shanahan, the head coach. He's a great young NFL head coach. They're gonna be a problem for a few years now that they re-up with Ayuk. So they're 4.5-point favorites. I think that's way too damn low. I think San Fran's going to beat the shit out of them. I think the 49ers are going to beat the shit out of the Jets. We're going to take the 49ers by a touchdown, +7. That's +138 odds. Now, that's the Monday night game, okay? I've also got today's games. Sunday afternoon and evening, all that shit. All right, let's go through the three games that we have on Sunday before we get into the props. All right, 1 o'clock, we got the Arizona Cardinals going out east, take on the Buffalo Bills. Got a little shawty out there. Kyler Murray, we used to love taking him for the anytime touchdown, especially his rookie year. Didn't really take it as much last year. But other than him, they just drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. All from the looks of things, he's going to be a legitimate NFL receiver. Not necessarily in his dad's class, who's probably a A minus receiver all time. Probably that third tier. Behind he's probably that third class, third tier of receivers. He's still a Hall of Famer. Um, but we don't know if he's going to be as good as his dad, though. This is his first NFL game, first NFL real game, and it's he's going out to Buffalo. I mean, he is from the East Coast, Philly, not necessarily close to Buffalo, but as much closer than Arizona is. I don't know about this squad. I do not like this. I do not know much about this squad. We're going to have to see, but I can tell you right now, Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. ain't going to be enough. I mean, he's had big receivers. Marvin Harrison Jr. is 6'4". I mean, he's had Larry Fitzgerald. He's 6'3". He had A.J. Green, an old A.J. Green. He's 6'3", 6'4". D-Hop, he's 6'3". Don't know. But the Bills, on the other hand, Josh Allen, consensus, that second line of QBs after Mahomes, Mahomes in the class by himself. Then you got Allen, Burrow, Jackson, maybe Herbert, several guys that may be right there ready to get in there. But I'm interested to see what Buffalo will do this year because I think they're going to be they were already a tough out, and they lost Diggs, who's a consensus top 10 receiver in the league, but that's addition by subtraction. Just like Cheetah when he went to Miami, because he was, disrupting the Chiefs and what they were doing, got rid of him, and won a Super Bowl. The immediate year he left, that's when the Bengals went out to Kansas City and cracked them in the AFC Championship. Not saying Buffalo goes to the AFC Championship. In fact, I hope they don't because I got the Bengals winning the Super Bowl. So they can go, just don't beat the Bengals. But they've always had defense out in Buffalo. But from what I understand, I want to keep this on Josh Allen. From what I understand, dude is he's on pace to finish with the only player with 300 300 passing touchdowns and 150 running touchdowns. That's fucking crazy. That's insane. Buffalo is a 6.5 point favorite. I don't think that Arizona can cover that, but I'm not sure about Buffalo yet to say that they will. So I'm gonna bring it down to 5. Buffalo -5, -141 odds. All right. Buffalo -141 odds at 1 p.m. Also at 1 p.m., we've got the Texans at the Colts. Houston Texans, they trying to make them a media darling. With their, the kid from Ohio Stanford. I don't know why I'm forgetting that quarterback's name. But they got Joe Mixon, the running back from the Bengals. They already were in the playoffs last year, won their division, AFC South. It's killing me. I don't know why I didn't write that kid's name down, the quarterback, and he's good too. I apologize, young fella. But you're too young to be dating old hoes. I'm glad whatever's going on with you and whoever that older woman, I'm glad you took care of that. But at any rate, I digress. They're going to, a division foe, right across the street, 90 minutes across the street in Indianapolis, take on the Colts. The Colts, their quarterback, young Richardson, he was out last year. He was hurt. He was only his rookie year. It's his second year. Everybody's all excited about him. They're expecting big things out of him. Jonathan Taylor, running back. He's probably got about one more dominant year left before he starts to decline. But the Texans, see, they were underdogs. Now the line unflipped in the last 48 hours. They were underdogs by like a point or two. Now they're 2.5 point favorites. Okay, I think they're going to win, and I wanted to give them a little bit of a cushion, so I brought them down to one. Just win it. It's not money line. As long as they win by one, we won't lose the bet. That's minus 139 odds. All right. If you want to take it money line, I understand. But money line was like minus 160, I believe, something like that. So I just took a minus one so we can make some money. But I think that I'm liking the Texans on the road. Okay. Uh, Also at 1 o'clock. Okay. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars going down south, southern Florida, South Florida, deep South Florida, take on the Miami Dolphins. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, um, quarterback. He had some promises rookie year, then he kind of, sophomore jinx. I think this is his third year, or no, he did, regress a little bit. This is his third year, make or break. This is a make or break year, whatever it is, third or fourth for Trevor Lawrence. Um, he's got heat on the outside. Uh, well, he had the Ridley kid. I mean, I and his coach there. This is his kind of his last go at it as an NFL coach for him. Damn, why am I not writing these people's names down? But regardless, I didn't write it down because I knew what I was going to take already. And they're taking the Miami Dolphins. Listen, Tua. I'm glad he got that off his chest about Brian Flores. That's gonna be a good omen for him that he got that off his chest. Okay, that's gonna be a great omen for him. Okay, and he's got heat outside. Cheetah, Jalen Waddle, Mostert. This is definitely the fastest team in the league. They look like Miami, a Miami team, which you would expect of Miami's. They seem to, capture their city. Fast living, just fast players. Okay? And accurate quarterback likes to chuck it. Okay? Miami's a 3.5 point favorite. I took that nasty hook off of there. Just made them -3. Okay? Minus 125 odds. All right? So let's recap on the Sunday spreads, okay? Cards, Arizona Cardinals at Buffalo. That is Buffalo -5, okay? The Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. That's the Texans -1. And then Jacksonville at Miami. That's Miami -3. And then also, you already know from Monday night game, Jets at San Francisco. Jets or San Francisco -7. Okay. And then now I got 4 props for you. Just for the NFL. We're gonna do this. A lot of picks today, all right? Got 4 props for you. Okay. These are all plus monies too. Okay. At 4 o'clock today, 4 o'clock start, you got the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers, and I like obviously I love coach out there at the Raiders, Coach Pierce out there at the Raiders. The financial troubles that kind of were disclosed about him and his wife. I think it played a big part early, but as the season goes on, it'll be over with. It's not going to matter for today's game because Justin Herbert is one of my favorite quarterbacks outside of Joe Burrow. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, young quarterback. And for him to throw over 1.5 total touchdown passes, it's +108. I'm taking that. He'll get you a couple. He's on that line right after Burrow. He's probably the one guy who's ready to step into that next line with Burrow and Allen and what's his name, Lamar Jackson. Provided if they don't win a Super Bowl this year, okay, he'll be the next one to step in. And, if he can get his team to a bowl. Okay. Also in the 4 o'clock hour, you've got the game of the week. Got the Dallas Cowboys at the Cleveland Browns. Okay. As you know, Dallas, Michael Parsons. It's gonna be some defensive ends, some edges rushing this game because you got Myles Garrett and my guy from Dallas there, number 11. Again, the names, but number 11, he's a beast. You know who he is. Um, Defensive ends, both of them edge rushers. They're going to be in the thick of it for the Defensive Player of the Year. Them two and kid from Pittsburgh, Watt, TJ Watt, JJ Watt, not TJ, JJ Watt. Okay, no, it's TJ. JJ, he already played. But Watt, nonetheless, those three of for your defensive player of the year. But there's a player in this game who was dominant. We found out he was a little freaky son bitch. And, he kind of, fell back. This is his second year back from all that shit. The second full training camp back. I think dude was going to go off. I love his heat at receivers. Amani, Njoku, the tight end. And plus he can always dump it off to the backs, chubbing them. I'm taking Deshaun Watson to throw over 1.5 total touchdown passes. And that's plus 138. I like those odds as well. I'm telling you, I think he's going to be on a mission to show who he is. Okay? And I got two more for you, two more props, 2 field goal props. Okay? 1 o'clock hour. You got the Panthers at the Saints. Only player of significance, offensive player of significance in that game is Derek Carr, the quarterback of the Saints. Bryce Young, he's just not ready yet, but but he showed some small flashes of brilliance. Second year, we'll see what he's about. But and then the Saints, they're at home. Carolina does have a decent defense, not necessarily to write home about, but it is respectable. I see a lot of field goals this game. And if the two teams can combine for 4 field goals, over 3.5 field goals, that's plus 116 odds. Carolina at the Saints. Over 3.5 field goals, plus 116 odds. And the last one, another field goal game. This time it's on natural turf, but it's in Florida. Tampa Bay hosting the Washington Commanders. Okay, I don't know. That story about the Commanders is kind of funny, if you ask me. Because the guy was obviously trying to show off his job. He didn't have to say shit. He didn't have to tell. How you gonna tell somebody on the first day that you work for the Washington Commanders? Why would you do that? But I digress. And they're going to Tampa Bay. I mean, Tampa Bay. Brady's gone. Tom Brady's not walking through that door. Rob Gronkowski is not walking through that door. All right. And, Baker and whatnot, Washington, their offense, who knows? You know what I'm saying? They're not expected to be much of anything this year. But again, an NFL field goal, these guys are naturally banging 50-yarders like it's nothing. Good weather on grass. It's nothing for them to hit, a 45-plus 50-yard field goal. They do it all the time, especially to close the half. So we're going to go ahead and take them two teams to go over 3.5 field goals made. And that's even money, plus 100, all right? So let's recap those 4 props. Justin Herbert to throw over 1.5 total touchdowns against the Raiders today. That's plus 108. Okay. Deshaun Watson to throw over 1.5 total touchdowns against Dallas today. That's plus 138. Okay. Panthers and Saints to combine for over 3.5 field goals. That's plus 116. Field goals made. Okay. That's plus 116. And Washington and Tampa Bay to combine for over 3.5 field goals made. That's plus 100. All right. So there's all our picks for today. Okay. There you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And the show's motto, if there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back next weekend, Thursday night anyway, for the Thursday game. I believe it's the Colt or it's Miami and Buffalo, I believe. All right, but we'll talk about that when we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But for right now, I need everybody to be careful, be courteous to each other. Let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. A lot of action I gave you today. Remember, individually for the same amount, okay, you should be fine. But let's go get our action. Let's be safe, and we'll be back Thursday to talk about it. But until then, everybody, be well. Peace.